All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the June 1st, 2023 Police and Public Safety Committee meeting. I'm going to begin by taking attendance. I have Councilmember Brennan, Supervisor Puccioni, Chief Kosha, myself, Lieutenant Joseph Twitty, Lieutenant Todd Frenier, Town Attorney Finnan, Michelle. Oh, Michelle Martinelli, okay, not Michelle. Town Attorney Finnan, Comptroller Greenwood, Seth Goldstein, Gina Bodie. We have Miss Ellen DeVero, is that correct?
That would be
What is it?
DeVero.
DeVero? First order of business, I need a motion to accept the May 4th, 2023 minutes. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? That moves. Operationally, the Niskayuna Police Department has seen an increase in vehicle larcenies recently. And so we're asking folks to lock their vehicles and remove their valuables. So this is kind of the time of year, it's a little bit warmer outside. Some people see it as a crime of opportunity. They walk through our neighborhoods, they pull on handles, and if your handle is open, they're going to go through your vehicle. It's that simple. So please, please, please lock your vehicles and get in the routine of having like a 9 o'clock check where you go out and check your vehicles and make sure in general, you don't leave valuables in your vehicles. Also under our operations, the Niskayuna Vulnerable Person Registry through our police department website is up and running. We're still working on some pieces as far as Councilmember Brennan is working on a graphic for it, but it is operational. For those of you that don't know, in the past we had a program called the Take Me Home Project. This is similar to that. It has a little bit more comprehensive information that we can take in, and it's actually going to be readily accessible through all of our police cars as well, which was a limitation of the previous product that we were using. If you go on our police department website, at the bottom on the left-hand side, under police, it says Vulnerable Person Registry. You click on it, you fill out all the boxes, you click submit. At the very end, there is a link where you can send a photo of that person. Again, this is all voluntary information for some of our vulnerable community residents that we want to share information about, so that if we're responding or if they go missing, it's more real-time information given to the police officer that we house internally. It doesn't go anywhere externally. If anybody has any questions, they can contact me directly or email me, and I can speak to them regarding this. Our department and other county agencies are working collaboratively to establish a crisis intervention team. It's called the CIT program. It's grant funded through the Office of Mental Health and through the Division of Criminal Justice Services. This grant was applied for last year. The primary grant applicant was the city of Schenectady. We're listed as a secondary with the county sheriffs. Essentially what it is we're going to send some officers to be a greater level of training when it comes to folks that are in crisis. They're going to go through an advanced level of training for that. I attended a meeting 2 weeks ago now, a resource mapping meeting where we were putting up all of the resources in Schenectady County that we utilize for everything from housing to mental health to substance abuse, all these things. And we're collaboratively working together to really build that model so we can share those resources and information. And in fact, we're able to take all of our binders that exist in this police department, specifically the city of Schenectady, and we digitized it. So, and thank you to Chris O'Brien for doing that. We have a single document that's PDF that has links for all of these resources that we're going to be pushing out here soon so that everyone will.
And this Connects has all the information too.
Yep, they do.
All outlines.
They do as well. So they were one of the things I mentioned as a part of this specifically. They have that information, but that goes through the Unitas platform to then delegate it from there, correct? And connect them?
Yes. And then they can follow up if there's not a referral within a few days.
Right.
They follow up and find out why the person wasn't contacted with an appointment.
Some of these things are more based around, like, for instance, like if you found somebody that needed a place to stay at that exact, there would be like a 24-hour hotline number that, because I know with some of the United stuff, depending on the time of day, it may not be always a real-time resource. They will follow back up with you, but this is like a direct connect for some of those resources. So it's, that's what I'm saying. Being equipment, our speed trailers are being constructed by Officer Wyman and Detective Munger. Hopefully we're going to have those out deployed here soon throughout town. Building, just some ongoing things. Our urinal is still broken. And we're gonna look for the fencing / wall around the rear of NPD. This is a busy season for Charlie. He's by himself. He's opening the pools. He's doing things. So it's something that he will get to, and it's not a rush to get to once we can do those things. Training, our department's going to be conducting defensive tactics training on 6/15 of 2023. This is a second session for those that didn't attend the first session. Our department is also taking, this is ongoing, training on officer safety, ambush awareness, and preparation through the Police One Academy. Sergeant Chris Henry will be instructing cultural diversity, bias-related incidents at the Zone 5 Regional Law Enforcement Academy on 6/7 of 23. Sergeant Nick Party will be instructing use of force and deadly physical force at the Zone 5 Regional Law Enforcement Academy. And that's going to be from 6/21 of 23 through 6/22 of 23. Detectives Kafaga and Munger will be attending the forensic interview training. This is an online training, I believe. 6/12 of 23 through 6/16 of 2023. Officer Douse continues to progress through field training as well. All reports are good so far. Citizen correspondence. I'm going to let you go first, Ms. Navarro. Do you have something you want to speak to? Just okay. Ongoing, Marita Aguilar was requesting a stop sign in North Allendale Road at Becker Street. And also spoke to me about a no dumping signage over in that area, the Fieldstone Estates area. It's town property. It's across the street. I'm just waiting on Detective Munger to get our traffic counter over there to just obtain some data. But we do know it's an uncontrolled intersection. So we are going to have to put some sort of signage over there. As far as the no dumping, spoke with Laura Robertson, Town Attorney Finnan, and also Superintendent Ray Smith. We have the ability to put up some signage over there, and Ray was going to look into what type of signage he had, if he had something in stock or if we could order something for us. Norman Dutcher had requested a radar sign on Grand Boulevard to monitor speeding concerns. And we're going to put out the speed trailer once it's completed. Again, that should be completed in the upcoming weeks. Officer Wyman and Detective Munger are working diligently on this. Under new, Brett Steenberg was requesting more patrol presence on Rosendale Road due to concerns over speed and aggressive driving, specifically over in the bend around the Lock 7 area. We did run a brief speed survey over there. Couldn't tell you specifics because it was done with LiDAR. One of our officers just went out because we didn't have the ability to put a sign out because we don't have the trailers done. And it seemed like the average speed was only 2 or 3 miles an hour over the speed limit in that area. But we're going to continue to monitor it, and we're working with him on those concerns. Town events, Coffee with a Cop, the Senior Center. Again, I'm there the third Tuesday of every month. Please come down and see me and hang out with our seniors. Target Starbucks, the next event is June 15th at 1 p.m. and that's going to be Sergeant Chris Henry who's going to be running that. So please come see them. Just a follow-up from the town events in Niskaday. Thank you to all the agencies who assisted with another successful event. All the fire departments, emergency responders, volunteers, auxiliary police, all of our police officers. It really takes a collaborative approach from many agencies to be able to put this event on. I can tell you doing 15 of them in various capacities is a long day. It's a very long day for everybody that's involved. And I really, really appreciate it, especially our volunteers that come out and do it just out of the goodness of their heart to help our group. So thank you to everybody that did that. Town Clerk, Michelle, do you have anything?
No.
Okay, so just again, ongoing, the dangerous dog contract. I'm going to leave it on here until we kind of come up with some sort of resolution. I suspect that if the Montgomery County SPCA shelter is the only option, we may have to budget for 2024 to keep them on raising.
8,000 or
I'll have to look at it.
what was their initial
I think it
change?
was 1,000.
I'll just put a note in my budget file for that.
It didn't receive anything under court issues or from the fire department. The school district, we did receive notification that the Knox boxes are ordered and we have them on the way. So those are going to be coming soon to be installed. Niskuna Hobson Kids Reading Program, just a thank you to all of our schools and our officers who participated in this program. We did approximately 60 readings, 59, 60 readings total. We're going to look to roll this out again for next year. And hopefully we get even more participation from our schools wanting us there. Bus Patrol, we're working on the contract. Myself, Town Attorney Finnan, and Comptroller Greenwood are continuing to work on this. I mentioned it in our safety meeting the other day with the school district. Once we kind of button up the details on the contract, we'll bring them into the fold and discuss how we're gonna deal with SOC standards. So. Under personnel, Detective Sergeant John Connor's probation period is complete as of 7/24. So we would probably put that on for a resolution this month, because I believe the meeting is that day or the day. We traditionally do it the month before, depending on when the meeting falls. Janet sent me a note. And then Officer Alexandra Guest probation is also complete as of that day. And then last but not least, we're excited to announce we are seeking to appoint Matthew O'Brien to the position of police officer. We've been kind of quiet about who we were going to appoint. I'll speak out loud about Matt. You know, Matt is a young man that was homegrown from Niskuna. He works for our highway department currently, which is a pretty awesome thing that we're growing people into these positions from within. He's very excited to be here. Matt's father served as a Niskuna police officer for over in excess of 20 years. He was a detective, one of the best detectives, if you ask anybody, that we've ever had, investigators. And we're very excited to hopefully get Matt on board here through a resolution through the town board at a special meeting on the 13th, correct? Is that right? That's not right. I believe it's the 13th.
Yes, yes.
I'd also like to add, Matt has years of experience as a
District 2.
District 2
Yes.
volunteer firefighter, EMS. So he's got a lot of training and experience that he'll be able to draw upon.
Yes.
And he had a great interview, and I'm eager to put the resolution forward.
So that's all I have. Does anybody else have anything else?
Yes, we will have, I believe, a provisional appointment for the courts, correct?
Possibly,
Possible sensitive for the.
a tentative
For court
or a court clerk.
else have anything that we can discuss or we can discuss further? No? Okay. I just need a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, and with that, we're gonna close this meeting. Our next meeting, when is our next meeting? July 6th is what it's supposed to be on the calendar for. There was a conflict,
I will be up. Tuesday.
July 6th.
And the street. Why you guys discuss this? Because technically the meeting's been adjourned.
Okay,